Although most vegetables you can go ahead and just put in a Foodsaver bag, you cannot do that with 4 right off the top, and I'm going to tell you what 4 of those are. But this is broccoli. Broccoli is one of the 4. Any of these 4 vegetables that I'm going to tell you about, you need to blanch them first and go through the proper procedure before you use the Foodsaver. So let me show you what we're going to do. We're going to take it, we're going to put it in boiling water. Completely submerged like that. And we're going to leave it in there for 3 minutes. We're going to set the timer for 3 minutes. And when that's done, we'll go ahead and show you what the next step is. All right, the other 3 vegetables that you must do this with, now this is called blanching, is going to be Brussels sprouts, cauliflower, and cabbage. So those 4 vegetables, for whatever reason, they emit a gas when they're stored. And so by blanching them, keeps that from happening. So we're going to go ahead and give this up till 3 minutes. You want to make sure it's fully submerged. You can see it's changing color slightly, getting a little bit more brilliant of a color. But we're just going to go ahead and wait until the 3 minutes is up, and then there's something else you need to do to it. Okay. Very good. Now this is the next thing we need to do. This water that I have near it is very, very cold. So what you want to do, take it out of here very carefully. It goes from boiling, let it drain a little bit just like that. And we're going to set it right there in that cold water. And we want to leave it in that cold water about 1 minute. After a minute, there's one more thing you need to do before you can food save it. Okay, after it has been in that cool water for about a minute, what you want to do is take it out, let it drain, and then set it aside, just like this. Set it up nice and pretty, just like that. And what we'll wind up doing is we're going to let it drain and cool off before we can put it in the Foodsaver bag. If you're going to use any kind of vacuum sealing system, if you're going to use a Foodsaver or a Gamesaver, you need to be aware that some products have liquid in them. And that liquid could cause a problem in trying to get the bag to seal properly. I'm going to show you what I do, for example, with this head of broccoli, that prevents that problem from ever happening. Here's a little tip. Let me show you how this Gamesaver Silver works. All right, it has a little roll here. We're going to make a custom-made bag. We're going to close her down, hit the latch, and hit the seal right here. Notice this red light. Okay, got a green light indicating that it's closed and that it's sealing. When that red light is done, it will say that the bag, one end of the bag is made. Okay, we're going to open it up, and when that's done, it's actually melted with this heat strip right here. It has melted the 2 sides of the bag together. We're going to pull the bag out, making it large enough to be able to put the head of broccoli in, and then we're going to use the knife that's built in on the lid right here and cut the bag, just like this. Now, let me show you inside the machine what makes this special. It has a little tray right here that will capture liquid that comes out of anything that you're food saving. It has a little seal on it right here, and the way this works is you take your bag and you put it right here in the little vacuum chamber, and you close this down, latch it, and you go through the system. But like I said, with some products, they have liquid in them. And what I recommend you doing is this. Make your bag, okay, and then take your product. Again, we let the broccoli drain, but it still has some moisture in it. We're going to set the broccoli in the bag like this. And again, you can do this with fish fillets, you can do it with a elk backstrap, anything that has moisture in it, corn on the cob, anything that has moisture in it. Put it in the bag, just like this, and then put it in the freezer. Once it's in the freezer, all that moisture will freeze up, and then I'll show you what we do with it. All right, she should be frozen by now. Look at here, nice and frozen. All right, this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna come in here and put the bag just like this, right over the center of that vacuum chamber. We're gonna close it down, hit the latch. See the light indicating that it's locked. Now we're going to hit this button right here, vacuum and seal. And you will notice the air that's in and around the broccoli is being taken out of the bag. Now you'll notice it has a red light. What it's doing is sealing right there. When the red light goes off, that means it's sealed. And there we have it. Nice, fresh broccoli that'll stay that way for years to come in the freezer. Again, if you're going to do broccoli, cauliflower, Brussels sprouts, or cabbage, make sure and blanch it first.